Going up to the mansion, he may pass a little bit of Lloyd McClendon is going to be getting some of the vibes off of Willie Stargell throughout. You watch, I really believe this. I really believe this. Because Lloyd McClendon, Willie Stargell, and I talked with Willie often when they were hunting for a new manager, and we had all kind of conversations, and then Willie would go to the ball club, and we had all kind of ideas that were thrown around, and I'm just telling you right now that Lloyd McClendon is like the young heir to Willie Stargell, taking over for Willie and representing the Pirates in the same manner that Willie Stargell represented the Pirates.
Talk about Willie the person, not the ball player.
Well, Willie Stargell was a Hall of Famer on the field, in the clubhouse, off the field, with his teammates. Willie Stargell was a leader who was at his best when the team lost. When you went to the ballpark the next day, when you went in that clubhouse, he made sure that everybody come in there and they thought that they just won yesterday. And that was the biggest thing that he was capable of doing.
Your fondest memory?
Well, we don't have enough time for the fondest memories. But I remember once in Montreal where we couldn't hit Twitchell. His ball was sinking 2 feet, and Willie was coming up next, and I said, well, I have to do something. So I went out to the umpire and I said, you know, he's loading and throwing spitters, and he said, where are the spitters? And I said, well, under his hat, and he wasn't throwing any spitters. So, and Twitchell was very nervous and kind of messed up, and so when he come back to pitch, he was shook, and Willie hit the ball so far it came to Pittsburgh. It hit the chair up there. It was gold. They painted it gold, and that's one thing that really sticks out. A lot of things stick out in my mind with Willie Stargell. He did so many great things that in the clubhouse for the players. One day, he came to me and he said, "Hey Chuck, we want to do one thing." He said, "We want to wear all black today." When we had those 9 different combinations, and it was 120 degrees out, we're playing the Cardinals. I says, the only way we can do that is when we go up the steps all together. You and Candelera and Bibby have to be the first 3 guys going up the steps, because they were monsters. So we go up the steps, and the Cardinals stopped taking batting practice. They saw all these guys come up in all black, and we went out playing catch, and I said, well, we beat them today. We beat them as we went up the steps. So now I told Willie, I said, you know what happened, Willie, in the Southern League? We used to wear cabbage leaves under our hats, and we put them in a bucket of ammonia, and it kept us cool, and we cut a lemon in quarters and put it in our mouth. So Barterome got the cabbage leaves. Stargell had the leaves under his hat, Robinson and everybody. And in the last inning, as he was coming around third, he slid into home, and all the cabbage leaves fell all over home plate, and he was safe. So everybody was going nuts. The writers come in, and they said, Willie, what are you doing with cabbage leaves under your hat? And very quiet and very nice. He said, well, gentlemen, I learned that trick in the old Negro League. They played all day ball, and that's what they used to do to keep nice and cool. That's one thing that, I loved it. And then one other time in St. Louis, he said, he bought a bottle of Dom Perignon. He said, we're going to win today, and after that, everybody likes to drink wine, and he bought 5 brand new great glasses. And he said to Barterome, you open it up and let it breathe. We're going to let it breathe. And so we won the game, and he brought out the 5 glasses and gave everybody, and Willie said, you know, it only costs a little more to go first class, and this wine, you can tell by the taste how great it is. And Madlock, I remember him saying, you know, I go and I always have wine, I sip it, then I eat a piece of cheese and try another type of glass, because that really cleans your mouth out and you don't get a different taste. So, and I drank it, I said, it's okay. And Parker said, man, this is great. This is the best wine you could ever drink. So they gave it to Barterome, and he spit on the floor with all of that. He said, this is the worst wine you could ever have. And he says, you guys are so great connoisseurs. He says, it was like a quarter a gallon he put in this bottle. And they were going to kill him. He said, no, I got the good stuff back here, but I just wanted to let you know what great connoisseurs you are. But that's the fun that Willie would have, and the good times that we had when we played, you know. So those are.
How hard was it for you, having known him all, like, to see him the way he's been the last couple of years in bad health?
Well, it was okay because I had to let him know I had to be strong when I was with him. And I'd sit with him in spring training in the cart. And every time I saw him, I said, man, you look great, Will. He says, you're coming good, you know, because you've got to be positive. And then I said, you coming to spring training this year? He says, oh, yeah. I says, I'll see you the first day, the first game right by the cart. He said, I'll be there. Well, I went there, and he wasn't there. And then I knew it was getting tough. I knew it was getting tough.
Yeah, because he always would be.
Yeah.
When he got a hold of one, did anyone hit it farther when they got a hold of one?
Nobody. He hit him out of Dodger Stadium. He hit it when they had the ball was a little bit harder, and he did all of those things with just brute strength and a quick bat. And when I saw the statue out here Saturday, guy, the first thing I looked at was to see if his little finger, and if you look at it, Bob, was below the thing. And there's only one other guy that I know of that hit that way, and I'll tell you who he was. His name was Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth hit like that with the little pinky down there. And when I saw that, I says, then I wanted to see where his front foot was, and I looked at, and he had his toe up, and I looked in his eyes, and it looked like he looked right back at me. I mean, what a great statue. So he'll be remembered, not just for the statue, but he's going to be remembered the next 100 years because he went to the mansion on opening day. And 100 years from now, they say, you know, opening day when PNC Park here, Stargell died that day. Everybody will always be remembered, not only because of his great abilities, but as a person and as what a guy. And, you know, he was really a little pussycat. I mean, you could have a lot of fun with him, but he was as tough and hard as nails, and he was a winner.
Hey, Chuck, tell me about being at PNC Park today.
Oh, it's great. I think it's fantastic. It's a new era. I couldn't get here. It took me a half hour to get from my car to right here because the fans, I couldn't get away from them, which I was glad I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't mind not getting away from them.
They talk about intimate baseball. Is this intimate baseball? Is this better than
This will be better. This will be better. This is a park for the fans. This is the Chicago Cubs stands here. They're going to see the city of Pittsburgh. You're going to enjoy every game. I don't know what the scores are going to be, and it doesn't matter in the end because when you leave here, you're going to have your kids, your family, your friends, your parents are going to have the greatest day that you could ever want to have. And we're lucky. We're lucky to have a Kevin McClatchy to go forward when he first came here, and to get this underway. And we got it, and it's going to stay here now. They can't take it away now. We got it. They can't.
Chuck, we love